I hope that you appreciated that little clip from Disney and Pixar where they looked at some of the changes that they have to make depending on the international audience. And for the still image in that portion of the overview, I chose the scene from Up with Paradise Falls because I think it gets at the idea of communicating visually more so than some of the others. And this reminds me of countries like South Africa, where they have so many national languages that signage often has to be visual in order to overcome language barriers, and how we rely on visual symbology to convey a universal meaning regardless of words. So anyway, let's take a look at this week's checklist so that you know what you're working on for this week. As I mentioned previously, you're reading Chapter 5 in White Space is Not Your Enemy, and I have a quick little video on what is visual literacy. The extra website resource reading this week is Psychology of Color in Logo Design, and I introduced this after the logo assignment itself to help you think about ways to refine your design. This is a bit of an exercise, and let's play with the idea of doing something, then delve into the meaning behind the theory, the application, and then we can revise our original play designs as we move forward. Our discussion this week builds off of that, looking at Gestalt laws specifically in logos. And then our assignment this week is the first critique of the course, and that is critiquing the work of two peers. You will notice that I have updated the assignment description for the logo critique that is linked in this week's module. It now has the URL to the form for you to submit your critique. It also tells you whose work you're critiquing and has a link to the folder so that you can access those files. Please note that we're having troubles with one file appearing correctly. So as soon as I have that one missing logo, it will be in the folder with all of the other logos so that critiques can be completed by the end of this week. Just so that you'll have an idea on how that works. Each of you will submit that form twice based off of the assignments on the form. You'll simply select your name, the name of the peer whose work you're critiquing, and then answer those questions as you look at their work. On the back end, I will be using some of the add-on features of Google Drive to turn those submissions into formatted critiques that I can then share back out with each of you so that you can see the two critiques received from your logo. And then if you so choose, make any changes to your logo for inclusion in your portfolio. With that, I hope you all have a fantastic week. Please do not hesitate to contact me if you have questions. I know that many of you were contacting me throughout the week last week with questions on your logo, and this is that point in the semester where you begin to really understand our relationship and how normal or what norms you can expect from that relationship. So hopefully last week I helped illustrate that I am pretty quick to respond to those questions and get you those answers. So anyway, have a great week, and I can't wait to grade your logos this week and give you some feedback.
Please use the links on screen to navigate to the section of the overview you wish to access.